That's not bad. So we've been learning some lessons about building over the last couple of months. And although I've really liked the things I've built and thought they were special, I thought, hey, let's put some of those lessons to work as I walk into this hole. There. Now we'll have a very private conversation about all my deep life lessons. No, 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 no. Oh, that actually worked. What do you know? So, check it out. My wife and I have done some reconstruction. We lowered, do you guys see what we did? Do you see the difference? You might not notice it. We lowered the roof, and by doing so, suddenly this house feels big. It's big, but look, it no longer dwarfs this. It feels like a mansion, and we've been working on some framing. I just started building a little spruce forest in that corner. Nothing much, just a little to kind of take that hill over and add a whole kind of a perspective that will really help provide a framework, if you will. Because we want the house is kind of the centerpiece of this. I don't know if you want to call it a painting, but this scene. And we love this. We love the fields. So far, that's my tree farm. I'm probably going to relocate that and level this out a little bit and make it more vegetable garden over there, I think. But that already has made a huge difference. I need to add more trees over here. Not too many, but just enough. Definitely another 3 at least, probably 5. They don't need to be big, but just enough to kind of pull your attention towards the middle, because like if you're looking here, just imagine trees on the left over here. They'll make a huge difference. So we'll get that done. Let me show you some of the things that happened on the inside of the house. If you go back to the early episode, you can take a tour of the house again, but when we lowered the roof, we had to change this whole thing up. There's all sorts of subtle differences. For instance, we pulled the upper balconies in a little bit because when the roof lowered, we had to bring the sides in. The back is lowered substantially too. It no longer feels like this massive hall. We changed the back windows, changed the steps leading up to the top, changed the back walls a little bit. Notice how much tighter it feels up here, but I kind of like it. And you have these attic experiences now where you come on in, and we need to figure out what to do with this room particularly. I might raise the whole thing to cover this floor, probably just slab it, I think. But we'll see what I do. But suddenly, this whole area, we have an empty pane there that I need to fix, feels like an attic, as opposed to just this massive vaulted room. We still have some of our storage from all of the construction we were doing. I'll take those. And then this room, which is going to have our nether portal again, suddenly is going to have that feel of just that upstairs abandoned attic with all sorts of odds and ends. And I'm excited to build a wardrobe that we're going to put our nether portal in. So, a little bit of reconstruction inside really has helped this place feel so much more manageable to me. It's no longer just massive. And the difference it makes from the exterior, even when as you're flying over, the proportions are so much better. So much better. I think we lowered the roof by 6 blocks, maybe. I need to light up the top of it, because as you can tell, mobs can spawn up there. And then I redid the back chimney. This whole house just feels like a house again. So, that's some of the lessons we've learned recently. Not crazy, but just how to frame things proportionally. I've been experimenting with trees as well, and we don't want to make these trees too big, but I'm definitely going to bring them over to there and maybe experiment with going higher, but at least getting that done is going to help a lot. So there you go. Just a couple of brief lessons. I like when I first built the house, I liked the build, but I made it to a scale that I would had to have made this much bigger, and I would have had to make the trees much bigger. Well, I like this so much that I decided to lower it instead. And it wasn't that difficult. And suddenly, some of the problems I was facing with this house, like what do we do with these side walls, for instance, are much more manageable because there isn't just this enormous, massive roof and enormous wall space. So we have to figure out still what to do in some ways, but I'm excited to tackle the challenge. So there you guys go. Just a couple of brief little building tricks and tips that I've picked up from watching Hermitcraft from my wife. I'm excited to put more of them into practice and learn to be a better builder. Here's a close-up of some of these tiny little trees. We used tough and spruce primarily. I experimented with putting nether brick fences at the top for just a darker look. We'll see what I decide to do in the end, but I'm liking them so far. I need to clean this whole area up as well. I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. I'm thinking about maybe building a retaining wall because this is a pretty steep incline, but we'll find out. Oh my word. I need to light up my house. My roof. Alright, well. Come here. Oh, that does look better. That does look better. Alright, we are making progress. And then as we walk up, we'll continue it along the side of the hill there a little bit. Alright, well, learning just a little bit more how to build trees every day. I'm still far from comfortable. But these are interesting, using tough for the trunks into fences, much smaller. Up close they look fine, but really the view that we're trying to go for with them is as you're coming along the path. And right here, oh yeah. Yeah, that makes a big difference already. Okay, well, we'll keep doing it. We're gonna keep learning, guys. I'm learning how to build things, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. Maybe next time we're gonna turn our eyes over here, finish off those trees, and then start some terraforming. Till next time, God bless you and enjoy your day.